An elderly woman lost everything after trusting her son. An 86-year-old woman has not been able to enter her own apartment for more than 6 months, not because of illness, not because of an accident. She was locked out by her own son. This happened in a quiet American town called Maple Grove, Pennsylvania. Her name is Ann Blackwood. Ann worked her entire life. For decades, she worked at a textile factory. Long hours, low pay, no luxury. She saved every dollar with one simple dream: to own a small apartment, a place where she could grow old without fear. One day, that dream came true. A modest apartment on Oak Street. Nothing fancy, but it was hers. Her children grew up there. They shared meals, arguments, laughter. That apartment was her entire world. Years later, her husband passed away. Her health declined. She began relying more on her children, especially her son. His name was Stephen Blackwood. Stephen lived nearby. He helped with groceries, drove her to doctor appointments, fixed things around the house. Mary trusted him. She believed he would always protect her. One day, Stephen suggested something. He said it would be easier if the apartment was legally in his name. Just paperwork, he said, for your safety. Mary hesitated, but she signed. Not long after that, everything changed. One morning, Mary tried to enter her apartment. Her key did not work. The locks had been changed. Her belongings were still inside, but she was not allowed in. She called her son. He didn't open the door. That was the last day. She slept in her own home. For months, Mary moved from place to place. Relatives, friends, anyone who would take her in. Each time, she said, only for a little while. But the weeks passed. Nothing was resolved. Her eldest daughter, Linda Harris, spoke out. She accused Stephen and his wife of manipulating their mother. She said Mary was convinced to sign documents she didn't fully understand. She claimed they controlled her pension money. Stephen denied everything. He said his sisters were lying. He claimed Mary signed the apartment over willingly. According to him, the family conflict was not about care. It was about property. When social workers finally spoke to Mary herself, she seemed confused. Sometimes she defended her son. Sometimes she blamed him. But one thing she repeated clearly: I earned that apartment. I want it back. As the situation unfolded, a painful truth became clear. Mary was not needed by any of her children. She was needed only with the apartment. When she owned it, she had a family. When she lost it, she was alone. But Mary was not blameless. She often changed her decisions. She promised the apartment to different children at different times. She hoped someone would stay. Instead, they fought. In the end, no one won. The family was destroyed. Trust was gone. Today, Ann Blackwood lives with distant relatives. She rarely smiles. She often says one sentence: "If I had owned nothing, maybe I would still have a family." This story is not about an apartment. It is about greed, fear, and loneliness, and how easily people forget parents are not assets. They are human. And sometimes, when we realize that it is already too late,